Hi, this is Amina Sheikh here on Zoom channel. From लोगों को ख्वाबों में डराना to ख्वाबों को पूरा करना, Rajkummar Rao and Janhvi Kapoor have come a long way. From Ruhi to Mr. and Mrs. Mahi. Join me as I welcome both of them on Zoom. Lovely to have both of you, and I know ख्वाबों में डराना because Ruhi में एक अलग किरदार था, and now you both have reunited for Mr. and Mrs. Mahi. How it has been for you?
It's been great for me, Raj. How's it been?
No, it's been absolutely wonderful for me. I think Ruhi was just because it was a very different genre. You know, it was like she was playing a ghost in that. We didn't really have too much to interact there. You know, but Mr. and Mrs. Mahi is a full-fledged film about Mr. and Mrs. Mahi. So there was a lot to do in this one. So I had a great time, I think, being a part of Mr. and Mrs. Mahi. Such a beautiful story made by a wonderful filmmaker, Sharan Sharma, who is so sensitive, so passionate about what he does. So I think I had a great time. Yeah.
What about you, Janhvi?
No, like I said, I had an amazing time. I think, like he said, during Ruhi, we didn't have that much of a scope to perform with each other. I was mostly just screaming and grunting at him, and he was getting scared of me. But I'm very glad that in Mahi, we've gotten to do romance, we've gotten to do a little bit of comedy, we've gotten to fight with each other, play cricket with each other.
Yeah.
सब कुछ कर लिया अभी माही में.
But also, as you know, as we see the entire trailer, this is very important thing which had the message was don't live by the dreams of the parents, you know, and do what you want to do. You know, Janhvi, I know about you. You know, when you started off your career, your mom didn't want you to be into acting, but you convinced her. How did you do that?
It didn't take that much. I think she just realized and recognized that it's what makes me very happy. More than happy, it kind of became like it's what I live for. Like I'd be handicapped emotionally, physically, mentally, everything if I wasn't able to do what I love, which is act and to be able to express in this way. And I think she recognized that, which is why she decided to be as supportive and encouraging as she was, because otherwise she's a very headstrong woman. She would have really put her foot down, and which she didn't.
Yeah. What about you, Rajkummar Rao? Like when you entered Bollywood, you also didn't have as such contacts in the industry. You were completely on your own. How did you carve your niche, over here? That so many films you have done. You have also been at 18 rupees, as you recently shared that you had your own struggling days. Where you just had Parle-G, or you were just on Fruity, and you were cycling to even go to certain places, to basically buying a house. Right now. So how the journey has carved for you?
I think there's a lot of gratitude. Journey is. I won't say it's been the toughest journey ever, but first 2 years, of course, initially, of course, there was a lot of there were a lot of hardships when you look for work every day and nothing is really working out in your favor. But you have to be at it. There's no other option left, because that's the only thing I always wanted to do, to be a film actor. And I was in my dream city, and I thought this is something which I always wanted to do, and I'm here. There's nothing else I would have asked for. I thought it would work out eventually, and my mother also had this immense faith that it would work out, and I just kept at it until I got the first film. And then, of course, the hustle never stops. To be honest, hustle is lifelong. Like, after the first film, what will be my second film? I hope somebody would notice and give me some more work. And then I did some small roles here and there. But you have to keep doing. You have to hang on and keep working and try and just do good work, because that's the only thing which I thought would take me forward, and nothing else. No contacts, no parties, nothing.
And as we also talk about the SRK connection, apart from him encouraging you to buy a lavish house in Mumbai, there's one more connection which is related to the movie, which is the song Shava Shava, which is a different version altogether. We all love that song, we all have that different vibe altogether. And this one is a very romantic translation of that Instagram reels where we have heard of. Tell me about that.
Dekha Tenu is, it's an essential part of the film, and it goes very well with the film. It's not a remix, it's a recreation of a song that we both have grown up listening to, and we're in love with that song. It's very soothing. There's a lot of romance in the song itself. So I think that's the reason Sharan chose to use this song.
What about you, Janhvi? Did you like the song?
Of course. I mean, who doesn't love this song? There's so much recall value with the song. It's a beautiful, beautiful track. And like he said, I love that it's not a remix. It's a complete recreation of the song. And it's so specific to our film and our world that all of a sudden it feels like we, have complete ownership of this new version, which is nice.
I have to ask both of you, even going by the trailer, there is this different setup altogether. एक जगह से आए हैं, and then you want to be somewhere and where you wanted to achieve the goals. she's there who's trying to be there, for you in terms of, becoming the cricketer, being all out there. There is this thought when we are trying to achieve our goals in terms of our careers, we sometimes either tend to take wrong decisions or, become selfish or not understand the world around us. Has that happened to both of you ever? Where you felt like you're in a fix or you just want to get out of it, like stuck in the rut during a phase when some movies which didn't work or, worked but you were not satisfied as such?
Yeah, it's an ongoing process. I think it happens with everyone, I guess. You sometimes you do films which they don't do well or they don't turn out to be the way you thought they would turn out to be. But then you learn your lesson that, and then you move on. You don't keep anything to your heart. But that will happen. It's very natural for that to happen. Not every film, I'm assuming, I hope it does, but not every film would be like the best film that you ever made.
What about you, Janhvi?
No, I mean, I guess everyone goes through that phase, but I really think you get out of every opportunity what you put into it, even if it's not in the way that you expected. So I think that of course there have been disappointments, but even in those disappointments, there's been so much to learn. There's been a lot of, I think, hopefully artistic growth. At least I feel there has been. And like I remember during Bawal when the makers decided to put it on an OTT platform, in my head when I signed the film, I was like, it's Nitesh Tiwari, it's Varun, it's like this is my moment to really have that box office number. And that's what I was hoping to get out of it. But then in the end, what I got out of it was amazing memories, the opportunity to work with this amazing director who felt very personally about the story. And yeah, at the moment I was like, okay, बड़े पर्दे पर देखने का मौका नहीं मिलेगा लोगों को और शायद लोगों को समझ में नहीं आ रही है. But now when I look back, when I see that it was like the most viewed movie of the year or something, and the kind of honestly, when people come up to me, they speak about Bawal more than any other film. So I think, of course, I didn't get what I thought I wanted out of it. लेकिन कुछ ना कुछ तो मिला. I think valuable lessons, if not anything
and
else.
I think that movie still has a very good recall value. In fact, when I met you also, I told you like I really loved your role, the way you acted in it. It was very different to when go into that zone, seizures and all. The way you were. So I think commendable, I must say that.
Thank you.
I want to know, like, how do I get an entry in the Chennai house? You are just surprising people. Like, what exactly? How do I win that opportunity?
I don't know actually. I think Airbnb.
It's on B&B now.
It's on Airbnb, but I think they have some condition. I think it's only open to like 2 guests for, and they have to go through some sort of testing process.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but I guess it's an experience. You can get in touch with Airbnb.
And you have inspired Saif Ali Khan recently because even he's doing a movie which is based on a blind man.
Saif,
so
sir?
thanks to thanks to
idea.
Shrikant, he has been inspired by that. You have to say anything about it?
No,
you
I have
got
no idea.
inspired by anyone like that?
He gets
I was
inspired
inspired by
me.
Shrikant and Janhvi, of course. I was truly inspired by Shrikant's journey. I think it's such a fascinating, such a moving journey that he had. So the moment Tushar told me about his journey, I was like, this story has to be told. People should watch and know about this person, Shrikant Bola. And him being, of course, visually impaired makes it even tougher for him. But what he has achieved, and from where he was coming and today to own $1 million company, it's not easy. So I'm very glad that I got to be part of this story.
I have to ask this question to both of you since Mother's Day is here. What mom means to both of you? Like, as in, mom is mom because
she's our world. I think both of us can say that.
Yeah.
What about you?
She'll always be our world.
Yeah. And a very small segment I'm going to play. Like, quickly you have to answer, which is about rumors and your reaction to it. The headlines basically, like, which are carved around you, and reactions to that. Janhvi Kapoor will be heading for a world tour this December onwards. It's a rumor.
Really?
No, it's just a created rumor.
Oh, it's a
basically.
created
rumor. Yeah.
But
Like
what
you
about-
made these
So you
rumors.
just basically like they
Fictional
are
rumor.
fictional rumors,
And what do I have
and you
to
have to
do?
react. Like, how do you feel like hearing such a rumor about yourself?
नहीं, मुझे बहुत shooting बाकी है. Time नहीं है ये.
Okay. Rajkummar Rao to play SRK's son in Jawan 2.
Oh, that'll be
That'll
fun.
be great, yeah.
Raj, I hope that happens. That'll be fun.
Janhvi Kapoor to play the role of her mother Sridevi in the Bollywood remake of Chalbaz.
Like how we just all went quiet. No, I that's
Some things should not be touched.
touched. Yeah.
Okay. Rajkummar Rao to romance Kareena Kapoor Khan in Jab We Met sequel.
Oh yes. Sequel है, remake
Sequel
नहीं
है,
है.
remake नहीं है. It's a
Sequel है.
so it
अच्छा,
will be a different
sequel is
story.
fine.
Yeah, so we'll.
I'll get to work with Imtiaz sir also and to work with Reena
Yeah.
and yeah, it'll be great. Yeah.
And these rumors have actually come out in papers. So Janhvi Kapoor to get married this year.
क्यों मतलब मुझे काम करने दो ना. I don't know why they're
I like that
troubling
कुछ भी
me with
reaction
this.
by the way.
Yeah, it just guys like anything they'll write.
Okay, and lastly, for you, Rajkummar Rao is all set to welcome a new member in the family member.
No, not yet.
Okay, cool.
You
No,
did get two
we just
puppies.
had two of them, yeah.
Okay, yeah, the
we
cute
just
ones.
got
I've
two
met one of
babies.
them, the adopted one.
Oh, Gaga you met?
yeah,
She's
we got two
adopted?
more of them. Rescued, yeah.
Well, lovely chatting with both of you. Thank you so much for
Thank
your lovely
you.
time. But